Hola, hola, muy buenos dias, continuous liners. How we all doing today? Thursday, May 16th, 2024. I'm here coming to you live from the streets of San Miguel de Allende. I'm actually sitting outside today. It's already hot as blazes. So I'm here at Cafe Rama. For those of you who know San Miguel, I'm out here on the street. My motorcycle is right here at the at my table, and I'm having a little water because it's hot as I wait for my latte. So, okay, it is day 16th of the selfie challenge, and I hear your tears. I hear your cries, because I have the same tears as well. Ah, perfecto. Gracias. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my God, this is why I like going out for coffee. Because look at how proper this is. It looks like a little, looks like Indonesia. No, I don't know what it is. But it's like a proper teacup, right? Look at that. Isn't that, I want to flip it over and see what it says, but I'm going to have to wait till I drink a little. So, muy buenos dias, everyone. Yes, delicious, delicious. Isn't that lovely? A whole proper setup. That is why I like to go out. I mean, we all have to do those little silly paper cups. It's sort of become like sort of the look of the, phone in one hand and a throwaway cup in the other. And that's because everyone has to work around the clock, right? So, but, maybe you don't have the opportunity to go out for a cup, or maybe you just stay home, which is what I do when I'm not doing live streams, right? So when you can, do a proper cup. That's what I'm trying to say. It's also fun to draw. It's more fun to draw than the throwaway cup. So yeah, day 16th of this continuous line selfie challenge, and I know it's hard. I saw someone, Carolyn, was it? Said, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. I'm bored with myself. I've drawn enough of me. And I get it. It really is a strange sensation to draw yourself every day. And so for those of you who are drawing yourself every day, I applaud you, because I'm right there with you. It's it's hard. I mean, it's not hard, but it does something to our heads, right? To draw ourselves every day, because it's sort of like a roll of the dice. It's sort of like going to Vegas, right? Like, you don't know what you're going to get. Are you going to get a monster? Are you going to get a beautiful woman? Because honestly, I don't think there's any men doing this. Or are you going to get, creature from the Black Lagoon? Or are you going to get an 8,000-year-old woman? Or are you going to, it's so, especially if you're doing it like in one continuous line, which is hard. I'm here to say it's hard to do that, because we can so easily become a monster. Here, I'm going to just do my, I can't really see. Everything is so, it's so bright. And then I got that thing over there. And then here we go. I'm just going to do I got my Uniball. I forgot my, and then oh, look at it. I just slipped right into my selfie. I didn't even, I can already tell my face is too short, so I've made myself too young. But that's okay. That's the beauty of just like getting in there and trying it, right? Because you just get in there and try it. That's all we ask. Just get in. All we ask, me and all my people. That's all we ask, is you just get in there and you try it. Let me put my little eyebrows. My eyebrows are my whole eye region. Well, I guess my whole face, but my eyes and my eyebrows are absolutely my mother. So I feel like if I can get those right, and I've said this before, sort of the droop of the Irish eye, if I can get that, and the little sag here, right? So look at this, my nose with these glasses, because my glasses are down, and so just a little blip. I gave myself a little nose today, and then I've got these big things here. And I'm going to give myself a big smile. Why not? There we go. And then a little divot there. Okay. All right. And then my hair goes down below. What do I... Oh, I have a jaguar here today. What does he look like? Jaguar. I love me a jaguar. And then here, I can't get them all in there, but I'm just going to get a little bit. The teeth of the jaguar. And his eye. That's the most important part, right? So there we go. And then let's see. I got my... Here's the bottom of my chin, and then my shoulder line is just a little down from that, right? There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit more hair, because why not, right? Oh, there we go. Wait, what's my smile look like? All right, yeah, there's today's continuous line selfie. It doesn't have to take a long time. It can be super quick. Somebody said Carolyn is in New York, and so she just had time for a 1-minute selfie. If you're frustrated, if you're at a place where you're like, I can't do this anymore, I'm so tired of me, I'm tired of this process, I'm tired of maybe feeling bad, if it makes you feel bad, right? Like maybe you're tired of making you feel uncomfortable. Give yourself a 1-minute time limit. 1-minute time limit. And then it's over in a blink of an eye, right? Like it's over in a blink of an eye, and you can be done with it. And honestly, when you're doing these drawing challenges, I like to do them early in the morning. Look at me, I'm trying to keep to my line. I don't want to break my line while I scratch my nose. And I have said that it's okay to break your line, to scratch your nose, pet a dog, cry, laugh, or scratch your head, right? But I'm being committed to my line. What was I saying? Oh yeah, give yourself 1 minute, right? And then, oh, I know. So like when I wake up in the morning, it's sort of like that dreaded thought, like, dang, I gotta do that thing again. I gotta draw this mug again, right? I gotta draw it again. And yesterday I was so relieved when it was over, right? So it sort of looms over you until you do it. If you're committed to sticking with drawing challenges, which, you know, some are easier than others. I think the Inktober is ridiculous. I think the prompts on Inktober, I used to do it, but it's so ridiculous. You know, no disrespect to those of you who are doing it or those of you who have created it, because I'm sure the creator is watching me right now. The creator of those prompts, right? But they're so ridiculous, I'm like, I can't even do it. I lose interest, right? And so while you may get bored with yourself, I mean, there's a whole mess of emotions tied into drawing ourselves. I mean, a whole mess, right? Like here, I'm just going to say, between this jowl and this chin, sometimes getting it right and sometimes getting it wrong can make me very upset. If I make myself too, I mean, it's a funny thing. If I make myself too thin, I'm like, well, how nice of me. I've made myself thinner. Isn't that nice? Wishful thinking. Build it, it will come. I'm trying to manifest a slimmer physique. And then if I make myself too old, too fat, I'm like, Jesus, that's what I look like, isn't it? That's what I'm walking around this world, this planet, looking like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Why am I even out in public, right? Like it can kick off a whole mess of issues, right? I mean, I am right there with those of you who are being slightly tortured by your selfies. Now, I know that there's some of you out there who are not being tortured by it, that are just doing it, right? Just doing it. And, you know, that's the way to do it. I know, you know, like Beiji has come on a few of my workshops, and she has this, and others do too. I don't mean to just single Beiji up, but she really has this attitude of like, I don't care I don't care, right? Like, I don't care. I don't care if I look ugly. I don't care if I look fat. That's me saying that, right? Like, that's what I tell myself. Somebody that drawing the selfie I did of myself in the dark. I literally drew myself in the dark, and I looked like the creature from the Black Lagoon. And somebody said, "Oh my God, you aged yourself 20 years." I have to like disengage from those kinds of comments, because the point of this drawing challenge is not to be accurate. It's to practice the elegant line. Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to finish them, but I didn't bite into it.
Well, here, we'll say hi to everyone.
Oh,
hi, this is Cheryl Finnegan. This is her restaurant, Cafe Rama. She also has Virgin Saints and Angels jewelry, beautiful jewelry designed here in San Miguel. And we're going to do some drawing events here at
I hope
Cafe
you guys
Rama.
do.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We'll be back. Thanks Cheryl. Yeah, so the point is not to be accurate. The point is to be studied, right? To be studied, have an elegant line, right? So here, let me go back to this for a second. The elegant line. So I think I drew this in 1 minute. Well, each one is getting a little bit more, I don't even know what to say. My mouth is too big, right? But that's okay. I sometimes have a big mouth. And what I'm also trying to do is convey a sense of life in my drawings, right? Like, I don't want a flat drawing. I don't want, I want there to be life in my drawings. I want there to be life. And you know how that comes only with practice, right? Like, the line gets more life with practice, right? So, you have to keep practicing, right? So I understand wanting to quit the drawing challenge. I understand that, right? This is not a job. This is not something you have to do. But if you want an elegant line, if you want a stronger line, if you want a more confident line in all your drawings, you have to practice, right? You have to practice. It's just the way it goes. You have to practice. And so that's what I'm here to help us all do, myself included. It also includes doing these line warm-ups where we are not drawing anything. We're just literally making lines. I can't believe it. I have 12 million ballpoint pens in my studio, and I didn't bring one. So I have to use this isn't my best Uniball. I think this is an older one. But I have to use a Uniball for my continuous line warm-ups, which I honestly, I don't recommend. First of all, it goes very fast. The Uniball is like a speed skater, whereas the ballpoint pen is more like a Tanya Harding. No, I think she's was a quick skater, right? So, tried to make a joke there, and I don't think it worked. Anyways, the ballpoint pen has a little bit more grip to the paper. These Uniballs just like speed across. Oh, and look I'm running out of ink, so it's actually grabbing the page a little bit more. Anyways, so the important part of my practice is drawing nothing. The continuous line warm-up, where it's literally just lines on the page. And, you can join me in it or not. It's honestly a really important part of my practice, right? And I've had people say to me, "Oh, I like that, but I just keep forgetting." And I'm like, I know, I forgot for a year, which is why I started doing the live streams, right? Just so I could remind myself. So even if nobody in the world watches, right? If nobody in the world watches my live streams, I don't care, because it's where I do my line warm up. It's a moment in time where I spend a little time drawing nothing. And I think it's super important to draw nothing. You know why? Because for most people, when we pick up a pen or whatever, a paintbrush, your ego kicks into high gear as soon as you pick up your art tool. Or maybe even when you start thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make some art, and your ego goes, oh, what are you gonna wreck today? what are you gonna think you're gonna do? What are you gonna fail at today, right? So the ego likes to jump in as soon as possible. So these continuous line warm-ups are literally drawing nothing, but it's like it's exercising your hand. It's strengthening the eye-hand coordination so that you have a better command of when your ego says, oh, you think you're going to draw that kitten? And your hand goes, step aside. The artist is here. I'm going to draw me a kitten. And voila, you have a kitten on your page, right? So another important part of my practice is love. Love, right? Because I think so many of us artists can be really hard on ourselves, right? I think this is why the selfie challenge is so challenging, because by nature, I'm just going to say generally speaking, we're very hard on ourselves, right? If we're not accomplishing things, if we're not succeeding at things, if we're not doing things well, because we are the ones that have had to, and I'm just talking generally, I'm not being specific, we are the ones that have been managing the family, managing the finances, managing the business, managing our careers, managing the world around us, right? So then to start at something where we're a beginner or maybe not very good, and that could include drawing ourselves, right? I mean, honestly, it's one of the hardest things, drawing ourselves, drawing myself, right? So there's that whole thing of like, well, if you're not going to do it well, don't do it at all. But really, with drawing, the only way you can do it well is if you practice. You have to practice, and you can buy the best tools in the world. If you're not practicing, it don't matter, right? Because without, what's that saying? I think it's from a 12-step group. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works. So if you're not working it, it's dead, right? So you have to, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be able to draw, if you want to be able to draw things accurately, and honestly, maybe that's not even your goal, right? I think that's why there's so many abstract artists, because they can't draw. Zing, a little bit of a zing there, right? Because me personally, I look at abstract art and I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, there are people who are doing abstract art and people who are very good at it, right? That's a little bit of just a zing, just having fun, right? Because me personally, I look at abstract art and I'm like, maybe someday when you learn how to draw, you can make some art. Oh my goodness, right? I have tried abstract art, and some of it I like, but really it's like, okay, now I'm going to move this aside and do some drawing. Alrighty, well, if there's any abstract artist on here watching, I love you, and you're doing a great job. We're all doing a great job, right? I mean, the world needs art. The world needs artists, and no matter what your art is, right? So I'm literally just playing around. That's sort of a long-standing joke. I'm not the creator of that. I personally, I like to be an illustrator. I like to be able to draw. And so with that in mind, I'm going to go easy on myself, and I'm going to go easy on others, because I literally am just playing around, right? And we got to keep a sense of humor about things, and so I don't mean to offend anyone with that. I'm literally just playing around. And if you're an abstract artist, I'm going to go easy on you and easy on myself, right? And so keep on keeping on, keep making your art, keep telling your stories. Here's just a bubble of hearts, bubble, 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 and with my continuous line warm-ups. A super important part. If you're in my continuous line fundamentals, we start each class with this, so that's a part of the program, and then we go into continuous line pattern making, right? And then we go into continuous line timed sketches, right? So anyways, that's it for me. It's really heating up out here, so I'm going to get home. I am very much relieved that I have completed my Selfie for the day, because what a load to get that off your shoulder. You go, oh my God, it's over. I can breathe deeply now and not have to worry, have this looming over me. So those of you who are doing that, I want to say bravo, because I know it is challenging. It's pushing all of our buttons in different ways, right? We're not all the same. We're not all being affected by it. But ideally, you're starting to learn, like, you know, yeah, I made myself a little young here, as I do. But I'm starting to, you know, like between the corner of my eye and over here, I can't just have it be like that, right? There's got to be some space, right? Like I said, this is the part that kind of sets our age, right? Like you got to have longer and wider here, because as we get older, this is what fills out from the top of the nose, top of the ears down. Everything goes, including all the way here. Everything just goes south. That's why you need Jaguars to help you keep up the good fight. The good fight, right? The good fight, not the bad fight, the good fight. So keep up the good fight. Keep things moving up, not down. Have a good day. I'll see y'all next time. Keep on drawing. Bye.